It's alright. You need a new kind of rhythm. Alright. Got a little bass that plays in every time. Sagittarius and Leo and Libra. I'll be your zodiac on a different star track. Apple eyes drinking strawberry wine together. You and I in the blueberry sky forever. Apple eyes drinking strawberry wine together. You and I in the blueberry sky forever.
Get it, girl!
I think I love.
Get in the sun!
Apple eyes drinking strawberry wine together.
Got a problem, I can fix that.
You and I in the blueberry sky forever.
Body lotion if you wanna get some motion, baby.
Apple eyes drinking strawberry wine together. Together. You and I in the blueberry sky forever.
I've done a lot of emotional speeches over 16th and 18th and 21st and all that sort of thing, so I was going to keep it very brief tonight. I did plan to sing tonight, but I was told I wasn't allowed. Yeah, I thought that too. Like, 2 nights ago I thought, Josh, is your guitar in tune? Yeah, I've got a tuner. I said, good, I think I better start to learn how to use the guitar tonight and sing, but I didn't quite get that far. I'd just like to thank everyone who's travelled, who's come a long way, family, friends. It's a special day for us all. Bringing Ash into the family. He's virtually been in the family for a long time anyway. Yeah, it's just another son I have now, I suppose, officially. A big brother for Josh. To the Smiths, all of you, yeah, thank you for bringing up a great boy. We're proud of him. We're proud of what they've achieved in the short time they've been together. Look, there's always an open door in Tamworth. People want to go up there, I'm sure, what is it, January 26th? As many as you know, just show up on the doorstep. You'll get a bed or a bit of grass or something to stay on. It is a great time up there. So yeah, over the next couple of years, make it a journey. Go see them. Enjoy your time. They'll love having you. Look, Linda and I have appreciated what they've done for us. I'm sure they appreciate what we've done for them. Without going through each individual person, I'll just wholeheartedly say thank you. And yeah, have a great night. And come on up if you... This is marriage, you've always got to listen. Look, in saying that, I probably think I know what Linda's going to say to me. On our wedding, my father said to us, never go to bed cranky with each other. So, look, we try and live by that. Doesn't always work, but Just, yeah, try and remember that. Always talk before you go to bed. Don't leave it to the moment to talk things through. And make sure that you love each other and respect each other. Each person has a say.
Where did that come in? What's a new one?
Yes. And probably on a personal note that, yes,
Sorry, Jim.
well, to Buddha and Roz and Dim and Matt, look, we appreciate it very much that you've taken Hayley under your wing up there and have given her a second family up there. So, yeah, we love you for that. Okay, yeah, charge glasses, I suppose, and to the bride and groom. Thank you.
Jenny and I would like to welcome everyone on this special occasion and thank everyone for coming to celebrate Hayley and Ashley's wedding. Also remembering grandparents not with us. We also take this opportunity to welcome Hayley to our family. We can see, Hayley, that you've put a lot of work into this occasion and you've done a wonderful organisation. Set it up really well. Yeah, it's really good. Now I've got to tell you all about our son Ashley, what he's like. I'm only going to tell the good bits at this stage. I think Bradley can probably manage a few other things. Anyway, when Ashley was a little kid, he was a joy as a child, and he was that sort of considerate that when he was a little fella, when he had lollies, he'd never eat the last one himself. He'd always sort of have to give it to Jenny or I or one of his brothers because he'd never eat it. He just didn't think it was right to eat the last lolly himself. He did very well at school. Got a partnership with a traineeship with Air Services, which he mastered easily. Probably like he did everything else at school and anything he had to go at. Then he got a job with Air Services in Tamworth, and by the age of 23, he'd saved a deposit and then he got a house built. He's done the landscaping himself, and we think he's done very well. And we hope that Hayley and Ashley both have a happy and a very long life together. Now, after this is finished, well, I'm sure Bradley can fill in a bit of dirt on him perhaps, so I'll leave it up to him. I propose a toast to the bride and the groom.
In case you haven't worked out, I'm very nervous. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dim, and I met Hayley and Ash at the start of 2011, just after they made their move to Tamworth. And they very quickly became an extension of my family. My mum and dad are here tonight. Now, I met Hayley first when she applied for a position at my work, and from the day she started, I knew we would be great friends. She was fun, energetic, and full of life. So that day, the very first day I met her, I decided to invite her along to a special kind of party, which another friend of mine was hosting. Needless to say, Hayley came along. She was the life of the party, the biggest spender, and Tamworth has been in short supply of batteries ever since.
I thought you were putting Ashley in there.
I'm past that part, I'm good now. So from this night, our friendship has continually grown. Hayley's taught me some pretty important life lessons in the time I've known her, including how to live life to the fullest, how to laugh so hard that you actually snort, and most importantly, how to take the famous selfie, which I think Hayley and I really need to do. I went on to meet Ash only a short time after I met Hayley, and it was obvious to me that Ash was the man of her dreams, and she the woman of his. except for the normal obvious flaws, such as Ash continually leaving the toilet seat up. I hear about it every day at work. And Hayley destroying the kitchen every time she even considers cooking, which was in her vows. She's not allowed to do that anymore. Now, I did consider asking the bridesmaids for some dirt on how they met and all those sort of stories, but I wasn't there for those, as you would all be aware, so I thought I would leave those out and just tell you a bit about the achievements they've had since they moved to Tamworth. So, as a couple, obviously, they've had some pretty massive life changes. They moved first to Tamworth, roughly 9 hours away from their family, which is a really, really long time in the car. So you guys should really appreciate every time they come home and see you. So I think you all need to make the effort now to go and see them. Okay. So that was in 2010 at the end, and Ash gained his job at Air Services and Hayley at Good Start Kalala, where I work, and they're both still currently working there. The next thing I have on my list is in 2012, my partner and I got to join Hayley and Ash on their first ever overseas trip on our cruise, which we were extremely lucky to be a big part of. Then in 2012, they also bought their block of land at Windmill Hill and their first fairy black baby named Brax, who is now the centre of their world. On to 2013, where they got engaged, which might I say took long enough, Ash. I heard about it every Christmas, every birthday, every big event. But it finally did happen. And then they built their first home, which is wonderful. So you really do need to go and see it. So these are just a few of the achievements I've been witness to over the past 4 years, and I'd like to thank them for letting me be such a big part of their life. And I'd also like to say how wonderful Hayley looks tonight. So can everyone raise your glass to Hayley?
We all know what technology's like, so I thought I'd just better bring another copy. Okay. So there comes a time in every person's life when they meet the one and only true love, their soulmate, the person who will understand them for the rest of their life. That moment came for Ashley 24 years ago when he met me. Hi everyone, for those who don't know me, my name's Bradley. I'm one of Ashley's brothers. To be asked by Ashley on this important day to be the best man is an honour for me and honourable for him. After all these long years, to finally admit that I'm the best and the favourite. Firstly, I'd like to say how lovely and well turned out everyone looks today. Of course, none more than the bridesmaids, who look truly fantastic and beautiful. And thanks very much for their efforts, for getting Hayley here today, and for helping her out with everything. Speaking of the bride, she also looks very beautiful. Hayley, well done. And thanks very much for organising this day, and Ashley. So, as I said, I'm one of Ashley's brothers. So, as growing up, we grew up on a farm. So, Ashley was he was a really gentle young child. He loved his treats, and I can remember after preschool, on the way home in the car, we'd say to him, "Oh, you know, we have an ice cream at Urine Quinty on the way home." Most of the time, he never made it, so we never had to stop for that one. Go to sleep in the back of the car. So, growing up on the farm, some of Ashley's favourite hobbies were riding motorbikes, helping Dad, and we used to do a bit of spotlighting. And he had one in particular favourite game, and his favourite game used to be to lock Mum in the laundry. We had an outside laundry, and it had a lock on the door. So Ashley had locked Mum in the laundry and run off giggling. So after that happened a few times, Mum would stand at the door pleading for Ashley, "Come and unlock me so I can get out." And Ashley would hardly ever turn up, so the lock got taken off the door.
So I said that Ashley loves spotlighting, but however, one night we went spotlighting and we shot a fox, and we had an old Subaru Liberty wagon, so we got the dead fox and we put him in on the back seat. Anyway, Ashley cried all the way home. It was such a terrible event for him. But on a more serious note, Ashley was always a generous kid. He would always share his last lolly with anyone. He was extremely helpful on the farm, and he used to love to help Dad as much as he could. But because Robert and I were a bit older than him, or 9 years a bit older than him,
9 and 10.
he always sort of found it hard doing a lot of the jobs. So this became very evident one day when he blurted out to Mum and Dad, "I wish I was born forced and the other two weren't born at all." But by the time Ashley was a bit older, it was a bit of a bad smell actually, because everywhere I went he was there. And it was actually pretty good having a little slave, because if you wanted a drink or something out of the pantry, or you wanted a job done, or something, a bit of help, he'd be there to help you, and more than happy. But unfortunately my little slave grew up, so I lost my slave, so that was all good. So now Ashley and I, we're actually work at the same company, doing the same job, just in 2 different locations. I work in Coffs Harbour and Ashley works in Tamworth, so we get to annoy each other still, which is good. So yeah, that's quite handy. And he's been a good mate. He's since he's been little, he's always been there, so it's been good. So when Ashley told me that he was getting married, I thought, oh, here we go. I was happy for him, and I thought, this is good, Ashley's going to commit to someone. So I've only been married for 6 years myself, so I've got a few things I'd like to share with you, Ashley. Oh, hang on, I've just got a message. Okay. All right, so the first thing I'd like to share with you is you should never go to bed on an argument. You should always stay up and argue. So the woman should always get the final word. Anything after that's the next argument. Now, if you're having trouble remembering your anniversary, the best way is just to forget it once. You won't forget it the next time. If you're right, sometimes it's just not worth saying anything at all. It's not worth the agony. Now, remember this one. Only buy flowers seldomly, as it becomes suspicious otherwise. Now, if you get asked the old classic, do I look fat? Don't hesitate, don't say where, and under no circumstances say stand back so I can get it all in. Now, another little tip for you is women are meant to be understood. Now, women are meant to be loved, not understood. So, the old saying that women are a different breed of cattle, well, it's true, like I say, but they're just meant to be loved. So, but I think it's really great that you found that one special person that you want to annoy for the rest of your life. Anyway, it seems everyone here is having a great time, and mainly down to the weeks of planning, or months of planning probably, that Hayley has Hayley and Ashley have put into this, but it's, Hayley put into this, because Ashley's just turned up, got dressed, turned up, had photos, so anyway. So for myself, Emma, Robert and Nikki, would like to wish you nothing but happiness from this day forward. You will be happy to know We are nearing the end of my speech, so before I'd like to toast, I'd like to take the opportunity to congratulate the happy couple. So anyone who has been lucky enough to spend time in their company will know what a great pair they really are. So it gives me pleasure and ask you to stand and raise your glasses to Ashley and Hayley.
First, thank Hayley's parents, Vince and Linda. They work so hard physically, emotionally and financially to make today so perfect and special and to make Hayley and I happy. We love you.
Hello. Hello. It is. We want to thank all family members that have made today possible with all their help and assistance of all forms. To name just a few, Grandma, thank you for making and organising the food for the park. Auntie Liz, thank you for the amazing job you have done to creating our wedding cake. Craig, thank you for taking the time to be our MC for tonight. Please be kind. Sharon, you were excellent at the park and we couldn't have got married without you or with any other person. Matthew, thank you so much for videoing and taking the time to do that for us. Jenny and Ken, thank you for being there for Ash and accepting me into the family. To Cole, Michael and Graham, thank you for getting us here today by being the amazing chauffeurs and organising the cars for us. We are truly grateful. We are so grateful to all our friends and family that have made the humongous effort to travel all the way from Queensland, Sydney, Tamworth and other various places, even from continents. We know our past loved ones are also here with us today. We wish we had the time to thank all 85 of you individually, but please know we appreciate and cherish all of your support and kind hearts and love, and we love you all dearly. Please accept the little token in front of you as a gesture of thanks and a way to remember our special day into the future.
Last but finally not least, we'd like to thank our bridal party. You have been the witness for us today because you all are a huge part of our lives that we love and want to continue our friendship for many years to come. Bridesmaids, you look beautiful. I want to personally say thank you for calming Hayley's nerves and getting her to the aisle on time in one piece. We hope you have had a lovely day and enjoy yourselves tonight, but remember not to wake up with a hangover tomorrow as Bathurst is on. Please stand and lift your glasses as you join us in a toast. Those who have helped us today and those who will help us in the future.
For the future.
Ash and Hayley, today you are making a lifelong commitment to share the rest of your lives together. As you both pour your vases in sand, one representing you, Ash, and all that you were and all that you are. The other vase representing you, Hayley, and all that you were and all that you are. When the sand combines, it forms together to show what both of you will have in the future together. On this day, Ash and Hayley have made lifelong promises to each other. They have symbolised it by joining hands, taking vows, and the giving of rings. Therefore, I take the greatest pleasure in pronouncing you husband and wife.